On January 10, 49 BC, Julius Caesar made the fateful decision to cross the Rubicon River with his army, an act that would change the course of Roman history. This small stream marked the boundary between Caesar's province of Cisalpine Gaul and Italy proper. At the time, Julius Caesar was the governor of Gaul and commander of a powerful army. He had spent nearly a decade expanding Roman territory through military campaigns, which had brought him wealth, fame, and political influence, but also made him a target for his rivals in Rome. By law, it was forbidden for a Roman general to lead troops across this border, as doing so was considered an act of treason. The Rubicon itself was a modest river, barely more than a stream in some places. Its significance lay not in its size, but in its legal and symbolic importance. Named after the red-colored soil of its banks, the Rubicon served as a clear demarcation between the militarized province and the sacred soil of Italy. Caesar's decision to cross the Rubicon came after years of growing tension between him and his political rivals in Rome, particularly Pompey and the Senate. They had ordered Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome, where he would likely face prosecution. Faced with this ultimatum, and having spent the previous night in deep contemplation at Ravenna, discussing the potential consequences with his closest advisors, Caesar chose to march on Rome instead. His capture of Ariminum, modern Rimini, shortly after crossing the Rubicon further solidified his position and sent shockwaves through the Roman political establishment. The impact of this decision on Rome was immediate and far-reaching. As news of Caesar's advance spread, panic gripped the city. Pompey and many senators fled Rome, believing the exaggerated rumors of the size of Caesar's force. This mass exodus effectively handed control of the city to Caesar without a fight. Caesar's crossing of the Rubicon marked the beginning of a civil war that would last for several years. It pitted Caesar against Pompey and the senatorial faction, ultimately leading to Caesar's victory and his rise to power as dictator of Rome. This conflict would reshape the Roman political landscape and effectively end the Roman Republic, paving the way for the establishment of the Roman Empire. One significant consequence of Caesar's actions was that it denied him the opportunity for a formal triumph in Rome. A triumph was a grand celebratory parade granted to victorious generals, but it required them to lay down their command before entering the city. By crossing the Rubicon with his army, Caesar forfeited his right to this honor for his victories in Gaul. The phrase "crossing the Rubicon" has since entered common usage as an idiom, meaning to pass a point of no return or to take an irrevocable step. Caesar himself is said to have uttered the famous words, "The die is cast, alia iacta est," as he made his decision, though the exact phrasing and language used are debated by historians. Caesar's bold move demonstrated his political and military acumen. With only one legion at his immediate disposal, he managed to outmaneuver his opponents through swift action and psychological warfare. The crossing of the Rubicon remains one of the most pivotal moments in ancient history. It set in motion a chain of events that would not only transform Rome, but also shape the future of European civilization.